everyone, this is As Muhammad Khan and I again welcome you in our next segment, and in this segment we will discuss about the chemical reaction due to absorption and the releasing of heat. In some chemical reaction heat is entered and some chemical reaction heat is released. So according to that there are two type of chemical reaction, students. The reaction in which heat is released or heat is exit, that reaction is known as exothermic reaction. And in the exothermic reaction, heat is released, and the most important example of this that we do in our daily life for the survival, that is respiration. Respiration is an example of exothermic reaction. Like the food that we take, and in that food what is found, the student, that is carbohydrate. That carbohydrate is oxidized, and due to the oxidation heat is released. So this reaction is known as or example of exothermic reaction. Now we come on the combustion. What we do, we cook the food, and for the cooking what we need the combustion. And the combustion is also an example of exothermic reaction, in which fuel like the methane is oxidized, and in this process carbon dioxide and water vapor is released with evolution of heat. So it is another example of the exothermic reaction. Now we come on the third example, that is rusting of iron. Many times you see on the iron object there is brownish substance is found. That brownish substance is due to the rusting of iron. Like if we put the iron objects in front of water vapor or oxygen, then after some days there is one brownish substance is produced, that is ferric oxide, and we also call it hydrated ferric oxide, and it is the formula of rust. So what is the formula of rust? It is Fe2O3.XH2O. It is the formula of rust, student. Now we come on the next topic, that is endothermic reaction. In the endothermic reaction, heat is entered or heat is absorbed to produce the new chemical substance. And the most important example of this reaction is photosynthesis, from which the plants make their food. As you know, the student, that the plants take the carbon dioxide and water. They take carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight, and what they make their own food, that is glucose. And in this process oxygen is released. So what is absorbing here? Here the heat energy of sun is absorbed. So it is an example of endothermic reaction. Now we come on the most important example of endothermic reaction, that is calcination. If we take the limestone, that is calcium carbonate, and if we heat it, then what we get? We get calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So in this the heat is absorbing. This heat is absorbing by the calcium carbonate, and what is forming here? It is quicklime. Quicklime is formed here, and carbon dioxide is released. So it is another example of endothermic, student. So Now I have cleared about the exothermic and endothermic reaction. Now we come to segment, that is neutralization reaction. So students, in neutralization reaction, what we will read? We will read about acid and base. In the neutralization reaction, when acid reacts with the base, then what they form? They form salt and water. And this reaction is known as neutralization reaction. Why do we call it the neutralization reaction? Because if we compare acid and base, then they have different chemical properties. So when they react with each other, then what they do? They neutralize their chemical properties. And due to that, this reaction is known as neutralization reaction. Now we will discuss some example of the neutralization reaction. First example, when the hydrochloric acid react with sodium hydroxide, that is also known as caustic soda, then what they form? They form salt and water. And in this reaction, they neutralize their chemical properties. And the salt that is formed in it is, student, completely neutral salt. And generally this salt we use as table salt on our dining table. Now we come on the next chemical reaction, that is acetic acid. And what is another name? What is its IUPAC name? That is ethanoic acid. When this ethanoic acid react with potassium hydroxide, then what it makes? It makes potassium acetate, and water is released in this reaction. Next reaction, it is sulfuric acid. And when this sulfuric acid, that is the strongest acid, react with sodium hydroxide, then what it forms? It forms sodium sulfate, and water is released in this reaction. So what is common in these reactions? The thing that is common, that in all the reactions salt is formed, and with the salt what is released? That is water. So we can say that neutralization reaction is the reaction in which acid and base react with each other to form salt and water. So now you have understood about the neutralization reaction. Now in the next segment we will discuss about oxidation and reduction reaction. Thank you, students.